making a thriller, yes. It's a whodunit, yes. What further, how do I make it socially relevant? I've got 2 hours,
Do you feel that you also face that kind of even today, where you have to justify your acts, where you have to justify what steps you are taking?
Sometimes you are put, the onus is put on you because you've got to live a little. I'm here to make my mistakes. I'm not perfect. No one is.
Yes, women are objectified more, I would say, relatively. But we need to understand that we cannot compare both the genders. Women card use करते हैं convenience पे कि जब चाहे हम बोल देते हैं कि अरे पर मैं तो लड़की हूँ और फिर बोल देते हैं हमें equal opportunities मिलती. Be comfortable in your own.
With Akshay sir, I mean, he's so chilled out. He's like, a ball of energy. Somebody who's just coming in to have a good time. He'll come in, have. और उनके साथ काम करने का सबसे बड़ा pleasure ये कि you pack up early. So you actually have a life. You go back home. आपको घर जाके time पे सोने को मिलता है. With Irrfan sir, however, I didn't have the pleasure of working with him. We shared a movie, but never screen space.
Yeah.
With Irrfan sir, I think the stakes were so high for me that I actually didn't enjoy. When I gained weight for Pataka, I gained about 12 kilos for Pataka. I was shamed at that point. When I lost weight for Angrezi, I was shamed at that point. When I did Shiddat, when I was heavier than this, I was shamed then. And if I've lost weight or whatever it is, I'm shamed now. So I'm like, मेरे को उनका वो कभी खुश नहीं हो सकता कोई भी.
In this age of social media, I think each one of us kind of aspires to go viral for one reason or the other. But what if that virality comes at the cost of a life? That is something Sajini Shinde Ka Viral video is about, and it can be something other as well because there's a suspense in the film. I'm not going to ruin it by giving my theories, but eventually we are going to find it out on 27th of October, and I'm quite excited for that. But the three people joining me today for the conversation, amongst them, 2 of them are women who are bringing the story to life. These are the women who have shattered the glass ceiling each step of the way and proved their worth and proven everyone wrong in the right way. And the third person is the visionary who already has the highest film honor that the nation has to bestow. And whatever I say, I think it would be less in his appreciation. So let me just welcome them as they join me for a conversation only on Bollywood Bubble. So all of you, welcome to Bollywood Bubble.
Thank you for the introduction.
Yeah.
The trailer is fantastic. There's a couple of dialogues I was telling Nimrat that has stood out for me, and they touch very poignant topics. But first, I have to say, Mikhil, very good coincidence. Your first Bollywood film actually released during the same weekend, and now this is again happening. The luck of the date, is it gonna follow you? Are you excited about this coincidence? Was it like a little planned as well?
No, I was thinking about it yesterday and I thought nobody would ask. But you did. Thanks for the research. But yeah, coincidentally, yes. October is a month for me, I think,
It is. But I feel like...
in fact, the first film was in September. Yeah, 9th September.
See, I think the last quarter has something,
it has something
exciting and lucky for you.
Yeah.
But I have to say that the Made in China had a very different genre. There was humor in it as well. This story is a very poignant one. There's a very shift in the tonality that the story has. For you to kind of build that story, because it's a lot, it can get a lot mentally taxing as well, because it deals with the stress, the trauma. While you were working on it, was there a moment where it get a little overpowering for you to kind of deal with all the emotions that were running around?
Yeah, that's a good question actually. Yes, so it's a third film, and the idea this time is to push the envelope. Yes, making a thriller, yes. It's a whodunit, yes. But what further, how do I make it socially relevant? I've got 2 hours, How do I make those characters colorful? How do I bring the themes which we wanted? And of course, a very good thriller. How do we make it atmospherically look very different, and how we do get the dialect right? So it was actually pushing the envelope as much as I could as a director with this film. So that's the reason it's very different from Made in China, because I didn't want to, I wanted it to be very, very different. With not only, it challenges me also, because of course Nimrat and Radhika has very strong, they are main characters, but there are other characters also, and they also have their own tracks, in the film, and there's a lot going on in the film. So these kind of structure and these kind of films are very tricky, because you're actually following multiple things and many themes, So you can actually,
get lost
uh,
somewhere and
yes.
get too
so
invested.
writing wise, edit wise, making wise, quite challenging, but we're happy.
Yeah, and you mentioned the dialect, right? I was just telling Nimrat, like, I love the dialect that she has picked for her character. It's different from what we have seen. She can adapt to it quite easily. That we know because with us, she had done that, trying something different. But this dialect is very different and it seems fresh on her as well as very suited to her and her character. But to both of you, my question goes out is that there's a line in the film, in the trailer that says, "Why do women always have to justify their act?" And it's somewhat a little sad reality that even today, when we say we have evolved a lot, there's a equality to a certain extent. This question still persists and is still relevant. At your stature, where you still have a little privilege over the other people because of the profession that you are in, do you feel that you also face that kind of even today, where you have to justify your acts, where you have to justify what steps you are taking?
Well, sometimes yes, and sometimes you are put, the onus is put on you. Sometimes the spotlight is on you for having to justify something that you played. Why did you play that? Or, why did you say something, on a social platform? So yes, there is a responsibility that comes with being a public figure. And I don't know if that's pertinent only to women. That's, I think, relevant even to men. If you are a public figure, you are asking for more attention than someone anonymous. I mean, that comes with the territory. If you're an actor, a politician, someone in the public eye, So there is a responsibility attached to what you say, not just keeping in mind that, ye aapke apne opinions hai, but also how it's going to land. And what people might be sensitive to. Sometimes I might say something in a different mood somewhere, ऐसे कुछ बोल दिया और वो कहीं कोई तो sensitively उस बात को receive कर लेगा और बोलेगा यार आपने ऐसे कैसे बोला ये चीज़, So that can be intentional, unintentional. So एक awareness के साथ you have to walk and recognizing the responsibility that comes with, but at the same time not burdening yourself with that, because you've got to live a little. I'm here to make my mistakes. I'm not perfect. No one is. Yes, I'm more mindful of the fact that, something I say gets more amplified than my neighbor because of what I do. I don't take myself too seriously ever to, limit my experience of living life. Because as an actor, that's all you want to do. I am an actor because I want to experience different lives. I can't live, I'm bored of my life at some level or bored of being myself, Hence I'm an actor. So it's a very multi-layered kind of a thing. So that's where I am.
What's your take on it?
I think when it comes to when I listen to your question, yes, women are objectified more, I would say, relatively. And but we need to understand that we cannot compare both the genders. They both have their own strengths and weaknesses. And we just need to own ourselves. I feel talent and caliber is something which is not related to the physical aspects of anything or gender. So in that sense, you both can have the same drive or fire or anything. It's just that don't compare and do not try to fit into another person's box. Just because I want to survive in a man's world, I wouldn't want to be a man. मेरे को वो करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. I would want to bring in my own strengths and I need to be like content and secure about that. The thing is, when we start viewing ourselves from other people's lens, तब हम फंस जाते हैं. Then we're trying to be somebody we're not.
True.
And फिर हम जो हमारी मूवी में भी वो है वुमन कार्ड यूज करते हैं कन्वीनियंस पे कि जब चाहे हम बोल देते हैं कि अरे पर मैं तो लड़की हूँ और फिर बोल देते हैं हमें इक्वल अपॉर्चुनिटीज मिलती. बी कंफर्टेबल इन योर ओन स्किन, ओन योरसेल्फ, offer whatever you have to offer, and that is it. Do not try to fit in another box.
For both of you now, I was just telling someone outside that you both have a two-screen connection now, apart from Maddock. Like you both have had career-defining films with Irrfan sir, and now you have worked with Akshay sir, and you are working with Akshay sir.
Yes.
Wow.
So there's a lot of very career-defining things that have happened with you with same set of people. Firstly, how was it somewhere did you see each other being influenced by that person? Like if something Irfan sir might have taught you, you saw something in her, or vice versa, or same with Akshay sir while you were doing.
I mean, I wouldn't be able to draw a parallel between her and him, especially because I've not worked with Radhika. We didn't have any scenes together. So, वो एक थोड़ी सी unrequited wish है, sir. But yeah, so we didn't have any work together. But with Akshay sir, I mean, he's so chilled out. He's like, you know, a ball of energy. Somebody who's just coming in to have a good time. He'll come in, have, you know, a blast on the set, work, and then out. और उनके साथ काम करने का सबसे बड़ा प्लेजर ये कि you pack up early. So you actually have a life. You go back home. आपको घर जाके टाइम पे सोने को मिलता है. Because वो टाइम से सुबह शूट करते हैं. I'm a morning person. I'm in bed by like 8:39. So that suits me so fine. So he's a pleasure like that. With Irfan sir, however, I didn't have the pleasure of working with him. We shared a movie but never screen space.
Yeah.
So मैं in fact Radhika को ये बता रही थी, and she also didn't realize, which most people actually don't, that in the lunchbox we don't have any scenes together. And
so there's a connect.
And obviously, I mean, that's the point of the film. It's an unrequited love story. So it's वो एक you know एक wish रह गई है life में. But that's that.
How was that experience for you?
Working with both of them.
Yeah.
Akshay Kumar sir, ditto. Same to same. Copy paste. With Irfan sir, I think I was just, everything was like, the stakes were so high for me that I actually didn't enjoy my time with him. It was like, I just need to prove myself. I'm standing in front of the Irrfan Khan. I used to be too stressed about the scenes and my performance, and I could only envision him as my father. I couldn't observe him as an actor. I was just reacting to him. I can tell you, by far, it has been the easiest film to shoot because my co-actor was phenomenal. I didn't, like, we never did a lot of takes. क्योंकि मुझे इतने brilliant actor पे सिर्फ reaction देना है. मेरा काम खत्म हो चुका है. And one thing that I took from him was that he was always a student. अगर अगले दिन इम्पोर्टेंट सीन है और मेरा घबराना बनता है, मेरी हालत खराब होनी बनती है, एंड मैं देखती हूँ कि अगर वो भी अप एंड डाउन पेस कर रहे हैं अपने कमरे के बाहर और होमी को रहे हैं यार कल के सीन में क्या करना है, और मुझे लग रहा है आप तो इरफान खान हो ना, आप तो खड़े भी हो रहे होगे तब भी बहुत बड़ी बात है, मैं स्क्रिप्ट के साथ घूमूं तो बात है. So I just took that thing from him, and yeah, I just had beautiful experience working with him. And मैंने लंच बॉक्स का एक्चुअली कल ही हमारे इस बारे में बात हुई थी. I really look up to Nimrat ma'am's career. I think she's a phenomenal actor. And I was so heartbroken when I realized that she's not, like, we're not shooting any scene together because
एक सीन था वो भी ग्रीन स्क्रीन
था, एक सीन था
वो भी ग्रीन
स्क्रीन कर दिया.
आपको पता है ना सर.
मिखिल सर ये गलत बात.
लालच था मेरा इतना. I was so excited when I heard that she's there in the film, and I thought that चलो मेरी एक wish list की एक actor को मैं टिक कर लूंगी. But I just am glad that at least I'm in the same film as hers, and हमारे नाम साथ में आ जाएंगे, and that is more than enough for me.
Before wrapping up, Radhika, this is for you. I really wanted to ask that I was going through your Instagram before this interview, and I was looking. I keep following you and seeing. So when you put up pictures, now I see a lot of people now troll you for being too thin now, and that is something you face. I remember last year after Dasvi, she had posted something about facing people judging you for your body. And that is something I feel every person who is in the public eye kind of faces, body shaming, ageism, these kind of things. How do you deal with that? Because people have problem with people being fat or maybe plus size, but now they have problem with people being too thin as well.
कोई कभी खुश नहीं हो सकता. मैंने जब when I gained weight for Pataka, I gained about 12 kilos for Pataka. I was shamed at that point. When I lost weight for Angrezi, I was shamed at that point. When I did Shiddat, when I was heavier than this, I was shamed then. And if I've lost weight or whatever it is, I'm shamed now. So I'm like, मेरे को उनका वो कभी खुश नहीं हो सकता कोई भी. And I feel that people see in you what they see in themselves. And कहीं ना कहीं जब अगर मैं fit feel कर रही हूँ, किसी भी साइज में हेल्दी फील कर रही हूँ, मेरी एनर्जी लेवल्स अच्छे हैं, मेरी रिपोर्ट्स वगैरह सब कुछ सही है. आई एम जस्ट हैप्पी. आई एम नॉट chasing any shape or size. I just want to be healthy. And if I am okay with myself, I'm happy. मेरे को और कुछ नहीं चाहिए. Healthy life चाहिए एक life में. I'm not here to just impress or gain validation of every single person. I won't be able to. मैं ऑस्कर भी ले आऊँ, मैं नेशनल अवार्ड भी जीत जाऊँ, तब भी बोलेंगे इतनी अच्छी एक्टिंग थी नहीं वैसे. तो मैं कभी नहीं कर सकती सब कुछ. मैं अपनी मतलब कोशिश कर सकती हूँ, जान मार सकती हूँ, बट सबको नहीं खुश कर सकते यार. और ये मैंने सीख लिया है. मैं बस खुद से खुश रहना चाहती हूँ और चैन की नींद सोना चाहती हूँ.
And I will wrap it by saying, Mikhil sir, like you have to get them together.
Of course.
I'm also putting that request in front of you. You can't do this. When you get two such amazing people together, you have to give them space for the audience. I'll be waiting for that green screen scene as well, just to notice if I do. But the film looks amazing, and I'm sure it's going to do wonders for both of you.
Thank you.
Congratulations on all the love you're getting for Sana as well.
Thank you
Really
so
waiting
much.
for that.
Thank you so
and
much.
absolutely thrilled to see you back on the big screen.
Thank you.
7 years wait. It has been a long one for you as well.
7 years में तो शादियाँ टूट जाती हैं. 7 year रिच होता कि नहीं?
And Bila would say that. टूटेगी.
But really excited for you, and excited for you as well. It's gonna be amazing. Thank you so much for giving me this time for this conversation.
Thank you.
Hope you guys had a good time,
Thank
because
you.
I had a great one.
We had a
Oh,
great
we had a
time.
great
Thanks.
We had
Enjoy
great.
the film.
Yes.
I will. Wishing you lots
Thank
of
you.
love and luck for everything.
Thanks.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you so much.
Hi, I'm Nimrat Kaur and you're watching me on Bollywood Bubble.
Hi, my name is Radhika Madan, and you're watching me on Bollywood Bubble.
Hi, my name is Mikhil Musale and you're watching me on Bollywood Bubble.